Hey everyone, I've got one more Throwback Thursday story for you for Veda in August. Race season has been amping up all summer long. I'm seeing people freaking out about taking a day or two off. Their fear is that they're gonna lose fitness or they're gonna lose their speed and they won't meet their expectations of what they think race day is gonna look like. If you look at my Throwback Thursday video a couple weeks ago, you'll see that race day is never what you think it's gonna look like. Even in the middle of a training season, sometimes the best thing you can do is take time off. Really? One of the first things I did when I signed up for Ironman Coeur d'Alene was hire a coach. But before I had done all this, like a year before, I had signed up to go on vacation for a week of scuba diving in Hawaii. 7 days on a boat, not setting foot on land at all. This trip fell almost exactly in the middle of my training for Ironman Coeur d'Alene. It was one of the first things I disclosed to my coach. I was worried that I would backslide, and I was also worried that I would have to try to figure out a way to get some training in while I was on the boat. Now, this isn't a cruise liner. It doesn't have a fitness center. The fitness center is in the water. If I felt like doing laps around the boat, I could do it. I was worried that my coach would be mad that I dared go on vacation when I had such a big event coming up. Now, here's the interesting thing. You know what he said? He said that if I hadn't already had a trip planned, he would have scheduled in a full week's worth of rest and recovery. His reasoning behind it fascinated me, that for 12 weeks I would be working harder than I'd ever worked before and developing a discipline I was going to need going into the second half of my training. That rest week was designed to give my whole body a much needed break. I thought, really? And that works? Okay. So I trusted him, but in the back of my mind, I kind of didn't. It did, however, take the pressure and the guilt off of me just going on vacation for a week. And like my coach had said, I worked my butt off in swim, bike, run, swim, bike, run, swim, bike. You get the idea. It wasn't about the physical training as much as it was about the mental and emotional discipline that I needed to get it done every single day. I told him I was exhausted by the plan and cramming it all in. I was frustrated that my whole stinking life revolved around this stupid race that I signed up for. And I was worried even in the end that I wasn't gonna be ready. Now, very calmly, he told me this: if you didn't feel this way at this point in your training, I would be worried. The fact that you are feeling this way tells me that you have been working exactly the way you need to. Now it's time for you to go on this vacation and not think about Ironman at all. Imagine the relief when you hear someone tell you you're doing it right, even when you feel like you're doing everything wrong. How liberating is that? That I got to go on vacation and not think about this huge goal that I set for myself. It was almost set to me as a requirement. No, you don't get to think about Ironman. And I said, are you sure you don't want me to do push-ups or crunches or some kind of core work or anything? No. So that's exactly what happened. I took a full week off in the middle of training for an Ironman. No swimming, no biking, no running, no core, no strength, no resistance, no rolling, no nothing. Just lots and lots of diving and relaxation. Who wants that right now? So I came back from my vacation and I hit the second half of my training and I was ready for the next 12 weeks. I felt better for having taken that full week off. And I won't say that the second half of my training passed frustration-free. You know. But here's what I learned. A lot of people in my support crew had told me this over and over and over again, that rest is a weapon. I didn't see its effects until I had taken that whole week off. I learned that tackling something so big requires you to look at rest as part of your training, not something you do with whatever time you have left over. Because really, who has any leftover time? No matter how big a goal is, you have to give yourself a break. A day off won't kill you. It will probably make you stronger. A week off won't derail your training. A month off after a really big race is probably more necessary than you might think. So let yourself rest. It's okay. Really, you have a life outside of training. Go live it. But that is it for the Throwback Thursday series this time around. I hope you enjoyed them. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Also, if this video or any other resonated with you, please feel free to share it. I really believe that a lot of us don't give ourselves the time off that we need, and if we did, we would be happier and healthier in the long run. Remember, everybody, this is all supposed to be fun. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you tomorrow.